Welcome to The Explainer, everyone. I'm going to be your tech mentor today. And man, am I fired up to break down exactly how you can study smarter, create faster, and honestly just learn way better. We're going to do this by exploring a highly curated list of AI tools that are completely transforming the academic landscape right now. Seriously, if you've been feeling totally overwhelmed by your coursework lately, you are in exactly the right place. Now, at first glance, looking at this massive landscape of 10 essential AI tools, from ChatGPT all the way to 11 Labs, well, it can feel like a lot of chaos, right? The sheer number of tools available to students today is staggering. It's like a giant puzzle. But don't worry, because my goal today is to organize this chaos for you. I promise that by the end of this explainer, we're going to transform this sprawling map into an easy strategic workflow that you can literally start using tonight. So, to make sense of the whole shebang, we've categorized these tools into 4 distinct chapters. First, meet your AI study tutors. Second, supercharge your academic research. Third, visuals, code, and presentations. And finally, building the ultimate workflow. Let's dive in.
Chapter 1, Meet Your AI Study Tutors, the heavyweights. Okay, before you just fire up a browser tab and default to the most famous chatbot out there, I want you to pause and ask yourself a really vital question. Which AI assistant is actually right for you? Because your specific daily needs, the type of classes you're taking, and the way you process information, that should dictate your choice of tool. There's no one-size-fits-all here.
Let's compare 2 of the biggest names in the space. On one hand, you have ChatGPT. It's a fantastic, versatile AI chatbot. It's basically your go-to for general study help, broad writing tasks, research, and everyday problem solving. It is an amazing brainstorming partner. Claude, on the other hand, is an advanced AI assistant specifically designed with incredibly strong reasoning and writing capabilities for really complex tasks. If you're working on detailed explanations, deep analysis, nuanced essays, or really anything requiring heavy critical thinking, Claude's specific strengths make it the superior choice, hands down.
Now, consider how our third heavyweight, Gemini, fits into the picture. Gemini is Google's AI assistant. And why does that matter? Well, if you're a student who basically lives inside Google Docs, Google Drive, and Google Sheets, Gemini is the smartest choice you can make. It's integrated directly with Google Workspace for smart help across those apps. Plus, it's highly capable with multimodal queries, which basically means you can mix text, images, and other inputs seamlessly. That makes it absolutely ideal for quick summaries and research without ever having to leave your document. Moving on to Chapter 2, Supercharge Your Academic Research. The deep dive tools. So here is a breakdown of exactly when to use which deep dive tool. If you're writing a paper and you need rock-solid academic references and fact-checking, you use Perplexity. It's an AI search engine that gives you accurate answers complete with real-time sources and citations, which is absolutely crucial. Next, if your goal is note-taking and studying faster, you turn to NotebookLM. Its killer feature is turning your own PDFs and docs into insights. And finally, if you're just exploring ideas, want real-time updates, and you prefer your information delivered in a more conversational, witty style, Grok by xAI is your go-to for casual learning. Actually, I want to hover on NotebookLM for a second because it perfectly illustrates a massive paradigm shift in how we study. You see, NotebookLM isn't searching the wide, noisy internet. It's taking your specific notes, your massive textbook PDFs, and your documents, and turning them into smart summaries and insights. It's a highly focused tool that analyzes your personal study materials to help you digest dense information in a fraction of the time. It's a real game changer. All right, Chapter 3, Visuals, Code, and Presentations, the Builders. For the computer science students out there, or honestly anyone taking a programming elective, pay close attention to this one. Cursor is an AI-powered code editor, and it is an absolute must-have for programming productivity. Now, it doesn't just blindly write code for you. It actually helps you explain what the code is doing and helps you debug it faster. It's essentially a tool for eliminating those incredibly frustrating late-night debugging headaches so you can actually learn the underlying logic. But hey, what if your output needs to be visual? If you're staring at a giant wall of text, these visual creation tools can save you hours. Gamma is an AI presentation maker that creates beautiful slides, docs, and web pages in literal seconds. It is unmatched for presentations, reports, and visual communication projects. Then there's Napkin. Napkin instantly turns your plain text into simple visuals, diagrams, and flowcharts. It's an incredible asset for visual learning and bringing absolute clarity to really complex concepts. To round out our builders, we have to briefly mention 11 Labs.
This is an AI voice generator that creates incredibly realistic voiceovers and audio directly from text. If you're putting together a multimedia presentation, generating audio content, or even aiding your own language learning by listening to proper pronunciation, 11 Labs is for sure the premium tool for the job.
And that brings us to Chapter 4, Building the Ultimate Workflow, the pro tip.
You see, you need to combine these tools to study smarter, not harder. Let's map out a hypothetical, powerful study workflow to show you what I mean. Step 1. You start your project by doing your heavy research and gathering cited sources using Perplexity. Step 2. You take those reliable sources and use Claude to analyze the data, flex its critical thinking muscles, and help you structure and write your essay. Step 3. You take that brilliant text and drop it into Gamma to instantly build a stunning professional presentation for your class. You are taking the best-in-class features of each individual tool and chaining them together for maximum efficiency.
We have covered a tremendous amount of ground today, but here is the real takeaway. Having a toolbox is totally useless if you don't know how to build anything with it. The question isn't just which of these AI tools helps you the most today, though I definitely want you to comment below and tell me which one that is. No, the real question is how mastering this workflow will redefine what you're capable of achieving tomorrow. So, will you be the student who just grinds and works harder, or the one who learns to orchestrate AI? The choice is entirely yours. Keep experimenting, keep learning, and I'll catch you in the next one.